Hi everyone, and welcome to I think the second episode of Jabba in the Hut. Um, Today, obviously, we're going to be talking about the Celtic Hibs game. As you can see, I'm wearing my Celtic top. I was supporting the Celtic today. 12 o'clock kick off. And watching that game today, I wasn't impressed one bit. Resting players against Bodo Glint in order to make sure that we get a result against Hibs was the priority today. But unfortunately, I think we've went backwards. We've absolutely went backwards in this point. The result is not good enough. It was 0-0. It was very stale. The players didn't have the intensity that they've had before. It was just one of those games. You could tell we were missing Gear Kamakis. We needed somebody up front that was going to bring the midfielders into play, and it just felt like it felt a bit like Lenny ball, to be honest. Side to side passing, not really breaking down the Hibs defence, just having no idea what to do. And yeah, the result just kind of said it for itself. You know, I'm a little bit disappointed, and I think Ange should be going in there at full time and giving them a bollocking, because they should have been getting a bollocking at half time because they're not trying hard enough. And they can say anything they want. They can say that maybe Hibs were sitting too deep and try to defend their goal and all that kind of thing. And then obviously the Hibs players started going down and getting injuries and faking injuries and faking that they couldn't handle the pressure of the time of the game with obviously cramp and stuff like that. It's annoying because I don't know if Celtic have did that. I've never seen that kind of gameplay from Celtic, but you know it's just one of those games, isn't it? And you just need to hope for the results go our way in other places. But we'll see what happens earlier on. I just wanted to come out and do this because I've sat there for about 96 minutes watching a game of football that no team wanted to win that game. I didn't see that from Celtic. So anyway, yeah, that's the result. Point two that I want to talk about is performances. Maeda, he looked like he wants to go on holiday. That's what he looks like. He didn't have any touches on the ball at all, not any important ones for me. He didn't really make any runs. Again, that might be because of the fact that Hibs were sitting too far deep, and wanting to obviously break us in a counter attack. But at the end of the day, Maeda played against Bodo Glint. And I can understand why maybe he's a bit tired and stuff like that. But in these games, you need to be doing something. You need to be trying to win it at least. It was just so annoying. It was just so backwards to me. Rogic, far too slow, just kept on getting the ball cut under his feet. That to me is probably the third game now. He's not had a good game. I don't know why confidence has suddenly dropped again. I have no idea. Okay, I'm maybe a bit overreacting here about the performances, right? Because I know they've started off the season quite well, but we need those players to keep going. We can't keep sitting or going to the games and seeing these kind of performances, because we want the players to do well. That's what any Celtic fan wants the players to do, and that is to do well. Jota couldn't. Jota just kept on putting crosses into the box, and there was nobody there to fucking head them in. Apologies for my French, but it just wasn't happening, and I can't believe we sat there and watched that. It was just the same again. I hate that kind of thinking. Let's just get it into the box because it's either going to come off somebody's chest and then Maeda's going to hammer it in, or Abada's going to hammer it in. It's so annoying. It's such annoying football. It's so negative football, to be honest, and it was just so bad to watch today. So those are the three players I'm picking out performance-wise. And don't get me started in the end it with bloody Joe Hart. I have no idea what to say to Greg Taylor. Here, Greg, hold on, I'll take this. Oh no, why did I say that? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, number 3, Ange resting players. Well done. You rested the players. You rested the players so they could have a wonderful 0-0 draw against Hibes. Now, in Ange, obviously in Ange we trust, but he made... it's his fault today that we dropped points. It's his fault. That's a few games now he's made a couple of rash decisions with his team selection. And, you know, it's scary. And I know as Celtic fans, we all have opinions. And I'm one for obviously laying a wee bit back and just saying, you know, okay, we need to give the guy time. We obviously do need to give the guy time. But that was an important game today. And he rested players. And you would think that those rested players would come out today and play out their socks for him. But they didn't. They absolutely didn't. And that's the anger. That's the anger talking. You know, I just don't want to drop points, and that's the main thing for me. I just don't want to drop points. I want to win every game, and that's exactly what's annoying to me. So yeah, don't rest players if they don't need rested. You know, maybe send Maeda away on holiday because he's played a full season in the J League. I can understand that, you know, but then again, we need him because if Giacomakis is out, who's going to score the goals? Abada? He was getting marked off the ball today. That's the other thing I'll say about his performance today. They did well. You know, they did well for that draw. And they sat back well. And, you know, they had a couple of chances themselves. But, you know, they were out there to basically just make a nuisance for Celtic, and that was it, really. And it's always a hard game going to Easter Road. So you need to kind of be your best performance. So again, that's Celtic's fault today, not being at the top of their game. But you know, well done to Hibs. And if there's any Hibs supporters out there that come across this, I just want to say well done to your team. You've got a very vital point. You know, but number 4, hoping for results to go our way. That's it. I mean, don't get me wrong, when they predict that this might be a tight title race, I can understand that because you are going to drop points against teams. I get that, I understand that. But we had everything in our end to go to Hibs and try and win. And the team selection, not having Giacomakis, I don't know why he was out, I have no idea. He wasn't even on the bench. But, you know, no idea. But hopeful results go our way, and hopefully Motherwell can do us a favour. And, you know, play the exact same game Hibs did today. You know, positive going forward. Come on, Ange. Get that team sorted. That was excruciating to watch today and really, really annoying. So let's get going again. Come on, let's do it. Alright, and Ange we trust. Anyway, that's been an episode of Jab in the Heart. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry if I've rambled on again. But I seem to do that because what else can you do? Anyway, bye, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day or a lovely week starting from now. Cheerio.